Hi guys, welcome back to Marie's Acrylic and Gel Nails here in sunny Gracemere. Today I'm taking off my nails I did for Bathurst. I'm going to a dress-up party this weekend and I am going as a witch. So the stiletto shape is coming back on my nails. I've got a couple of little repairs to do. And have some really cool ideas, so as I go through I will share what I'm doing with you. So we'll pause for now, and once I've got all this off my nails I will come back and show you the next steps. Catch you soon. Guys, welcome back to Marie's Acrylic and Gel Nails. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm just doing a very, very light backfill. I'm not going to go and put too much product further down the nail because it's going to be a hybrid nail. I'm actually going to put this black gel in some black glow in the dark on my nails. So that's all I'm doing at the moment. So I've already prepped and primed my nails once, so I'm just going in with my second piece of primer. I'm just going, sorry about the crossing of my arm. This is my non-dominant hand. I've got a small bead of acrylic. I'm going to place it close to the cuticle and just do that little bit of a fill without flooding my cuticles. It's a little bit difficult on my non-dominant hand. So what I will do after that is, I've already done my right hand, so I'll show you in a sec. So guys, I'm just going to clean up and push just to make sure, just around there's a little bit of acrylic a little bit far down, so if I catch it like that I'll be able to file it off better. So I've already filled these ones and I've buffed them, and this one I broke, and I've broken it right across here. So I'm not going to put too much acrylic on it, but I am going to put some acrylic on it. It just won't be overly thin, just enough to protect it for Saturday night. Now, most of my friends overseas all know that I don't celebrate Halloween. It's not an Australian tradition, and we're not going to a Halloween party, we're going to a costume party. So I've reverted my nails back to the stiletto shape because I'm going as a witch, and when I come back to film the gel overlay part I'll have my camera person who's helping me today go and get my wand, so some of you can have a bit of a laugh at what I'm using as a wand because it is an adults only party. So I'm going to be a bit of a naughty witch, I guess. So as you can see, I'm trying to make sure I'm not flooding my cuticles with product, and I'm just covering that back third of my nail. And if I'm in doubt, I just grab my little cuticle pusher and I'm just running it around so I don't have any where I don't want it. Or I can lift it like I've just done that bit there, so I can file it off a little bit. Lastly, we've got, here's my pinky. So that's a last little bit of primer, some monomer, and like I said, this nail is just going to get a very super thin coat. All of my nails are sculpted acrylic except for this one. I don't want it as long. I'm actually a bit worried about putting anything on it because it's quite a nasty break on it. But it looks funny with absolutely nothing, so I am just making very wet beads and just getting a little bit of acrylic on there. Like I said, I'm not overly terribly worried about this nail. It'll be, when I come home, I will soak it off. And this nail here, I've patched it because it's got 2 tears, so 8 out of the 10 nails, 8 of them didn't like the long nails. So now I've done that, I'll go away, I'll file them, and I'll come back when we're doing the gel. Be back shortly. Okay guys, welcome back. I have done my fills on this hand, ready to go, but I want to show you my cute witch's hat. Watch it. I'm going to stop in there because it keeps going, and then I'm going to show you the back, not the front, so I don't get in trouble. But that is my wand, so people are going to be yeah, you get the general idea. So anyway, going back to nails. So what I've got is I've got an empty blush builder container here. There is a little bit in there, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to put in, this is this glow is blue, but it is a black glow in the dark powder, so I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of the powder because I really want it to glow. And then I'm just going to pour in some of my black gel. Should be enough. And then I'm going to mix my gel and my powder until everything's combined. At the moment it's a bit thick, so I'm going to put a little bit more of my black in. Come on, black. And I'll put a label on this later on, just saying that it's glow in the dark black gel. And we'll mix that in. Oops. And then that should be right to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a little wheel so I can test it. Make sure that there's enough glow-in-the-dark pigment in there that they're actually going to glow. I'm just getting the white that's floating with me. And I'll clean off my stick in a minute. Now this is a UV gel, so it has to go in the UV light. I'm just going to put it in to cure for a minute. And while that's curing, I'll do a bit of cleanup. Or Dwayne can pause. I have a cameraman today and we'll be back once it's cured. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm putting on my Secret Gel Bonder on top of my acrylic, just to help the gel bond to the acrylic surface. So what I'm going to do is, once this hand is done, in 60 seconds, all 10 fingers will be painted black, 2 fingers will get done with a spider web, and then we're going to do a very special spider. And I got the idea from baby girl Jamie, I don't remember her full name, so I saw her video and loved the idea of how she did it, because I do have alloy spiders in there that I could use. They seem to get caught in my hair and stuff like that, and they're a real pain in the ass. So we will be back when it's time to start painting the black on. Hi guys, and welcome back. I have just finished doing what I'm going to do to my right hand, and at the moment I'm just putting some latex on my finger and it can dry while I work on my other hand and share what I've done. But as you can see, I've got 3 very high gloss shining fingers and 2 matte fingers. So my thumb and my pinky will be matte. So this dries clear. It's Simply Peel, so most of you have seen it before. You know that it dries clear and it has some glitter in it when it's fully dry. It does take a bit to dry. I do find if you pop your hand in a UV light or your LED light, it does help speed and up the process. But because I've got other stuff to do, I'll just put it on now and it can dry while I'm working on this hand. So I've got my gel and I've got a little thing of alcohol here to clean off my brush. It's the wrong brush. And what I'm going to do is very carefully, I'm going to brush it on in a very thin layer. It actually took 3 coats to get it super opaque on my other hand, but it also meant I had minimal filing because I spent so much time filing. I think I filed them twice now, so getting the right shape that I have wanted. And same thing, I still don't want these nails to be thick, but at the same time I do really want good coverage and I want them to glow. And I could have done it with my NSI black and put it out on something and did it with the nail polish, but because I have made these now very, very thin, so I'm not going away for a month, they were a little bit on the thick side, but I was very aware of that because I was away and I couldn't make repairs or soak them off if they became a problem. And in the time that we were away, which was nearly 3.5 weeks, it was the last night while I was actually packing to come home that I actually broke my pinky, and I didn't really break it. I bent it back onto my natural nail, onto my finger I should say, and it didn't snap, so I used some band-aids to secure it. Got home, had to have someone help me, naming Dwayne, hold it in place while I filed and cleaned up the mess that I made. But I didn't sit around on my holiday and do nothing, just so you know. Actually helped my mum clean up my grandma's unit and doing all that cleaning up the granny flat for my grandma. I was surprised I didn't break any there. Why is there cat hair and no cats? So last finger. So we won't film all 3 coats, we'll film the first coat and the last coat, but we'll miss the next coat. I think you're all getting the general idea of how I'm putting this on. So I just take my brush and swish it in my alcohol, wipe it on my paper, just to get that excess out of the brush. So it gives this a chance to settle as well. I'll pop it over here for 3 minutes and we'll be back. Okay guys, welcome back. I am just putting some Simply Peel on these fingers so when they go in the LED light they cure. So I've got a matte top coat by NSI and my Elite 99 no white top coat. So I am going to use the Elite on 3 fingers and the matte top coat on my thumb and pinky again. And then we get to start to finish these bad boys off, which I'm really looking forward to. Now because I have painted them on the way I have like nail polish like you saw in the first one, there's no filing to do, there's no big lumps and bumps in them. They look super good, and black's one of those horrible colours that shows every little ridge, bump, divot. So this is my matte, the NSI matte top coat. I will probably have to go over all 4 fingers again that I've top coated. I normally do. I'm not terribly worried about that at this stage. I'll do the second coat in finishing off. But so far, they're just going to go in the LED light for 60 seconds, and we'll be back once they've cured. Okay guys, welcome back. I am just getting my pigment out. Oops. So this is a bluey purple one, and I am going to burnish it in, and I'm only going to put one coat because I still want the black to shine through, but I want this pretty purpley blue pigment. Okay. Okay, last one on this hand, and then I'll do the other hand. I'll dust off the excess, top coat them, and then we'll be able to move on to the actual nail art that I talked about, that I got the idea from what I'm going to do next off baby girl. I can never remember the numbers after her name, but Jamie. You guys all know who I'm talking about, and if you don't, I will link her name in the description box below. I'm just dusting off the excess of that pigment, like so, and then we will do this hand. I am so right-handed, it's not funny. I really like these silicone tools better than using the eyeshadow applicators for doing this. And I had thought about using the chrome to help me out with some of my idea, but I decided that it's a bit risky. So we're just sticking to putting a little bit of colour on this black, burnishing it in, and then we'll start the design. That's going to go with my costume. And while we were away in Bathurst, Thredbo, Nimbin, didn't matter where I went, even while I was in Brisbane, the amount of people, even last night in Rocky we went and got fish and chips, and this young little girl saw my nails, and she was just so, couldn't believe how long they were, and she thought they were pretty. It is good advertising, but didn't help me while I was away. I came back and had clients to do, so today's my only day before we go away tomorrow to Gladstone for this party. Never really done a costume party before. I'll put the lid on that in a second, or I'll get my cameraman to do it for me. So now the excess is brushed off, you can go ahead and, if you want to at this stage, remove your Simply Peel foil, guys. Not that I do it as slow as Christina does, but anyway. So the latex is now off, and my cuticles are super clean. So I'm going to get the Elite No Blight top coat, and I'm going to top coat this pigment. Making sure that it's really well top coated. I don't want to lose any of this blue, black, purple sheen I've got going on my nails. And then I'm going to pop them in the light, and we'll be back soon for the next stage.